प्राणस्येदं वशे सर्वं त्रिदेवे यत् प्रतिष्ठितं मातेव पुत्रान् रक्षस्व श्रीश्च प्रज्ञाञ्च विदेहिन इति. Meaning, whatever exists in three worlds is all under the control of prana. Prana protects us as a mother protects her children, gives us affluence and intelligence. In our previous video, we learned that prana is the life energy which governs the whole universe. Breath is the external manifestation of prana in our human body, and by control of breath, we can exercise control over the life energy prana. We also learned prana is divided into 5 vayus in our body known as prana, apana, samana, udana and vyana. In this video, we will explore the details of these Pancha Vayus which are responsible for various life activities, also called pranic activities in the body. Prana. Prana Vayu is responsible for the inhalation and exhalation. It moves inward in the human body and it provides the primary energy which enables everyone to breathe and to be alive. Prana is located in the region between the larynx and the base of the heart. It governs the vocal cords and the respiratory system. It helps in swallowing of food. It balances physiological and psychological activities like concentration, emotions and the mental alertness. The heart chakra is said to be the main seat of this Vayu. Therefore, imbalance or a blockage in Prana Vayu can lead to depression, low feeling, heart-related problems, fear, anger, and breathlessness. When prana is balanced, it leads to a balanced, calm mind and emotions. The blockages referred here are not physical blockages in the body, like blockage to the blood flow or issues in the nervous system. The blockage is of subtle energy which flows in the nadis. For example, you might have noticed that when someone is very stressed or anxious, going for a walk in the nature or running helps to calm down and feel a lot better. This is because activities that stimulate breathing mechanism helps in intake of prana along with the breaths. Hence, physical exercises help to increase prana in the body. Yogasana and pranayama is all about managing this subtle energy. Regular practice of these techniques helps to increase prana in the body. Poses to balance Prana Vayu. All kinds of back bends are very helpful in opening up the heart center and regulating this breath. Heart opening poses like Dhanurasana, bow pose, Ustrasana, camel pose, Bhujangasana, cobra pose, Natarajasana, dancer pose will activate and strengthen the Prana Vayu. Virabhadrasana, the warrior pose, Utkartasana, chair pose and Tadasana, mountain pose also encourage the flow of prana in the body. The next Vayu, Apana. Apana Vayu flows in the opposite direction of Prana Vayu, that is in the outward direction in the human body. Its location is in Muladhara Chakra or the root chakra. Apana has its abode below the navel in the lower abdomen and governs the organs such as kidneys, rectum, bladder and genitals. It is associated with functions of elimination and reproduction. Imbalance in the Apana Vayu can show up as constipation, diarrhea, issues in the excretory health and reproductive issues. Apana, which is aligned with the force of gravity, moves downward, resulting in disease, aging and death. Balanced Apana leads to a healthy digestive and reproductive system. Poses to balance the Apana Vayu. To balance Apana Vayu, one should focus on the poses which cultivate awareness near the root chakra. Few asanas are Vrikshasana, tree pose, Baddha Kodasana, bound angle pose and Shalabhasana, locust pose. The next Vayu, Samana. Samana Vayu is responsible for processing things for digestion and it moves towards the center in a churning motion within our body. Samana means equal. Samana Vayu focus on the fire element of the body. It is located between the heart and the navel and is responsible for the metabolic process within the human body. That is, the secretions of the stomach, the liver, the pancreas and the intestine. It is associated with the process of digestion, absorption and assimilation both in the body and mind. Movement of this Vayu is spiral, concentrated around the navel like a churning motion. Imbalances in Samana Vayu function include metabolism issues, poor digestion, bloating, loss of appetite, etc. An imbalance of Samana Vayu can disturb the appetite of a person, which brings weakness in the body. Balanced Samana leads to a healthy metabolism. Poses to balance the Samana Vayu. Asanas that create contraction in the navel region are good to balance the Samana Vayu, such as the forward bend poses. Asanas to practice for optimizing Samana include Parivritta Parshvakonasana, revolved side angle pose, Utkattasana, chair pose, Shalabhasana, locust pose, Marichyasana, the sage twist pose, Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold pose, and the proper engagement of Uddiyana Bandha upon each exhalation. The next Vayu, Udana. Udana means fly. Udana Vayu is responsible for growth. It has upward movement in the body. It governs our ability to stand, speech, and responsible for our emotions and willpower. It is concentrated near the diaphragm and throat and is responsible for certain respiratory functions, speech, and mental activities. Udana Vayu coordinates the neurons of the motor and sensory nervous system, hence responsible for many actions of locomotion. This vital energy lies in the Vishuddhi chakra or the throat chakra. The deficiency of Udana Vayu can make a person paralyzed. Senses of the body won't work correctly and it can lead to vision problems and deafness. Imbalances in Udana Vayu functioning include asthma, lung diseases, speech defects, depression, poor memory, lack of creativity and lack of willpower. Balanced Udana leads to a healthy respiratory system, clarity of speech, healthy mind, good memory and creativity. Poses to balance the Udana Vayu. Asanas that bring awareness to the shoulder and head region are the best to balance this Vayu. Udana is balanced when we invert our bodies in poses such as Setu Bandhasana, the bridge pose, Sarvangasana, shoulder stand, Halasana, plow pose, Matsyasana, fish pose and Shirsasana, headstand. Our last Vayu, Vyana. Vyana is the fifth and the most integrated type of prana and it travels the whole body and mind through the circulatory system. Vyana Vayu is responsible for distribution and it provides necessary nutrients to the organs via blood flow all over the body. It moves outward in a circular motion. It is located in the heart and lungs and is involved in cardiac activity, circulation and voluntary nervous system. This prana is said to be responsible for the erect posture of the body. Vyana and Samana Vayus are opposite as forces of expansion and contraction respectively. Imbalances may show up as poor circulation, blocked arteries, heart attack, edema and peripheral neuropathy. It leads to lack of coordination between sensory and motor neurons and results in weak muscular movements or tight muscles. Balanced Vyana leads to a healthy heart, circulation and balanced nerves. Poses to balance Vyana Vayu. Standing poses are particularly beneficial because they involve movement of every part of the body from the center to outward. Warrior poses, Trikonasana, the triangle pose and Utkattasana, chair pose are excellent balances of Vyana. To summarize, Prana flows in the head, lungs and heart region. Apana flows downward in the lower abdomen. Samana moves itself in a spiral manner in the navel and stomach region. Udana moves upward in the diaphragm and throat region. And Vyana originates from the heart and flows all over the body. Awareness of these Vayus help us to develop awareness of our own body. With this awareness, one can incorporate specific asanas in their daily yoga practice based on the needs. Apart from the 5 major Vayus, there are 5 minor Vayus or pranas called Upa Pranas. Upa Pranas work to bring balance in the body by releasing the blockages of Prana Vayus. It is responsible for routine activities like eye blinking, yawning, sneezing, burping, etc. 5 Upa Pranas are Naga, Kurma, Krikala, Devadatta and Dhananjaya. Naga is responsible for the release of the gas that causes blockage in Prana and Apana Vayu in the form of burping, vomit and hiccups. Naga remains inactive if the diet and digestion are healthy. Kurma. This Upaprana causes blinking of the eyes and helps in the moisturization of the eyes and protects it. Krikala stimulates hunger, thirst, sneezing and coughing. Devadatta. This Upaprana induces sleep and yawning. Dhananjaya. It regulates the opening and closing of the heart valves and controls the fragmentation of a body after death. This is the last pranic element to leave the body after death. One can control the rhythms of pranic energy with pranayama and achieve healthy body and mind. In our next video, we will discuss different types of pranayama. Thanks for watching. If you like this content, kindly subscribe to my channel Samatvam Simplified. Find your balance with yoga and ancient wisdom.